Hi everybody. Okay, this is a recap for YNR today. For me, there were two good key moments, and the rest of it was okay. Claire is now getting familiar with all her relatives on the Newman side, right? And she met Summer and Kyle at the same time, and they happened to have Harrison with them. Now, the thing with Harrison is he's a really small boy, so he doesn't really talk that much. And also, I think that with most kids, I've said this before too, with most kids, they can read the emotions of other people. So when Summer and Kyle were going through their marriage things, he could read the room. So he felt everything, and I think that's why he stopped talking a little bit. But then Claire got to talk to him, and just trying to get to know him a little bit. And he smiled and started talking a little bit. So I think she might be the key to him. It is good to see. I talked about this in the last video, but it's good to see that Summer and Kyle can be good co-parents for him. So I like that. Okay, on to today. Calling Zink, I don't think she's going to be on there anymore because I think the role of Jordan is over with, although maybe there might be another little piece. I'm not sure. Um, okay, and then for Connor, the boy who plays Connor, Judah Mackey or McKee, or um, yeah, he's really good. I feel bad for him because he has to play like he has OCD, which might be cool, but it might be hard because he seems like a happy kid. But in this role, he has to play like he doesn't talk that much and he's really into himself and he feels bad about everything. Because I can speak from experience on this one. When you have a disability or a difference or something, you feel like all the attention of your family and other people are on you. And yeah, you want attention, but not like that because of something that you can't help. So, but he's very insulated and he's wearing a hoodie and he didn't really want to talk that much. And he said he hated everything. He hated the doctor and he hated himself. And both his parents, Adam and Chelsea, were like, "You don't mean that. You don't hate yourself." And he's like, "Well, maybe I do. Because I don't want to be going through this right now. And I don't think this is going to help." But then the therapist finally shows up, or the doctor or whatever, finally shows up and gives him some information, but not really much. Which I kind of hate. Like, I know it's a soap opera and stuff, but I'm familiar with waiting on things. And sometimes when you feel bad already, you don't want to wait to see what's wrong because you know something's wrong. So, like, you're kind of afraid of the whole thing. And I just, I'm not sure about it. But I'm glad they're showing a difference on TV. So maybe some people will see this and know it's not such a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. So that's the good side of this. But, yeah, so I can kind of relate to the story, although, I have a different thing. I don't have OCD, but I also know what that's kind of like. Um, so, yes, I'm aware. But, yeah, so I like the storyline, and I hope it really unites Chelsea and Adam because for a while, and we're all aware of this, but they were at odds about a lot of things. And number one is about the raising of Connor. So I hope this unites them a little bit. But yeah, I just want to see this story out to fruition. Oh, and then also to tie up a loose end. The thing with Ashley, the storyline with the dissociation or whatever it is very eye opening for me because I know a little bit about this too, not from personal experience, but I've seen a lot of documentaries and things. And she's showing exhibiting symptoms of dissociation at the very least. And also, she's acting very erratically for her family members. So hopefully, they'll come together and realize that something's wrong with Ashley or something and get her some help. Or I don't know what you would do at that point, but because she was weird with Kyle and Harrison on Friday. And now Billy was talking to her, and she was weird with him too. So he just asked her a couple times, "Are you sure you're okay? Because you're not acting like yourself." That's all he said. But I hope they put the pieces together and quickly so we can get to a diagnosis or something. And so I can see where this pattern came from, because that's what I'm curious about now at this point. Um, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm excited about these storylines, but at least they're different, and I don't think they're going to be the same as they were on, because it's been played on at least One Life to Live. I know it has with Vicky Lord, Victoria Lord. Um, but I hope it's not played the same way, but I'm glad it's back in the forefront a little bit because people need to know about different mental illnesses. And for one, it's good to talk about mental illness on a show like this because you're going to get a lot of eyeballs on it, but also talk about different kinds of mental illness, you know? So that's what I'm excited about. And also, by the way, both Judah Mackey or McKee and Eileen Davidson are killing it, so I like that too. All right.